thing that New York City is starting to do a new training for. Uh, Monopoly, you know that game?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell you a story about that.
Uh-oh.
Also, products that we use that wasn't really meant for us to be using.
For that purpose?
Yeah,
Mm.
and items too. So
Oh,
all
yeah, yeah,
this, since Easter's here and Easter is so much controversy of this didn't really happen, this didn't happen. So we're gonna keep it up with this didn't really happen.
Okay.
All this when we be right back on the LDM show.
Don't go away.
Step into the light where the stories glow. The laughter's high and the vibes just flow. Community heartbeats, we're here to show. This is the rhythm of the LDM show. We bring the news, we bring the fun. From the rising moon to the morning sun. Relationships tight where the good vibes run. The LDM show, where it's all begun.
All right, all right.
All right. Welcome to the LDM show. You know how we do, we sharing and stuff. They only give us like 35 seconds
Sharing
to
is
share.
caring.
You know what I'm saying?
Sharing
So
is
it's like
caring.
we don't got that much time, but hey, sharing is caring. I really don't got nothing about word on the streets.
Happy Easter.
But happy Easter to all y'all people. Some of y'all people that do what the Bible says. Some people do the opposite. It doesn't matter. It was Easter.
Just do the right thing.
Listen, one thing though, don't change my wording. It is called spring vacation, or I hear y'all say spring vacation, spring vacation.
Spring break?
When I was there, it was called Easter vacation.
It was, but now we can't talk about God in school.
No.
Allah. So
No, leave me alone. It's called Easter vacation. I'm old school. My son said, "Oh, we got spring vacation coming soon." I was like, "What's that?"
Happy holidays.
I was like, "What's that? Is that after the Easter vacation?" He was like, "No, that's the
during-
same." I was like, "Oh no, then it's Easter vacation."
Oh.
I'm like, "No, we ain't going no spring break or nothing like that. We're just having fun, doing what we got to do."
I don't know. We used to get like 2 weeks too.
Yeah. Well, for them it's 2 weeks because it was on
Is
a
it?
Wednesday.
Okay.
Tuesday, no, it was Tuesday they started, and then they took that whole week and then the next week. So
So what does Raiden usually do during
study. He still has to study. He ain't getting away from studying. But
welcome to school work?
Well, he had more fun this time. We lowered the studying down. He still had to do his show. Shout outs to him. He's doing his new 3D animation.
Yeah, it looks awesome. You guys got to check it out, Raiden.
So when it comes out, check it out. He's
Very good.
using his imagination for a lot of stuff. But we lowered down the studying this week. We let him play. So he did play more, but force a habit. He still winds
Play
up
and
going to
learn.
study.
Play
He
and
still
learn.
go read.
You know, sometimes learning is fun.
Yeah. Still
Depending on how you do
still
it.
make them go read. Still make them do their thing.
Yeah. That. See, my mom used to make me read too, like during breaks, and
You had to.
I couldn't stand it. I couldn't stand it.
Hey, reading is good sometimes.
It is good. It took me a while to understand that it had to be something that I was interested in.
Right. Well, yeah.
It was nothing wrong with me. I just didn't want to read boring things.
Yeah.
Get me something about crime. I'm in that book.
Yeah. No, it is a good thing when you have to read it and stuff. So, but he still reads. Other than that, this whole week we just barely stay home.
Yeah.
It was not really, something to run out and do because
Right.
the weather wasn't that great. Now, tomorrow, guys, it's gonna be like what, 59 to 60?
Today is cold. Yesterday, what?
Yeah, and then tomorrow's gonna be nice.
every other day with this.
Jacket, maybe hoodie is okay.
Layer it up.
Yeah, still layer
Check
up.
the weather. Layer it up.
Because I believe if you have a coat on and you're hot, it's easy to take it off. But if you don't have it on and you get cold,
You can't put anything
you
on.
can't put nothing on. So
You
it's always best to have extra than nothing.
Oh,
you know what
that's
I
the
mean?
worst. That's
So,
the worst.
But just be careful out there. If you know that you can get sick for the weather change,
Yeah.
this is the time.
Sweat and your pores open and
Yeah, this is the time. This is the time for it. But
watch the kids.
New York is launching a new training, and guess who they training?
Wait, what is the training for?
the bikers.
Like cyclists?
Yep. Especially the
I need to be trained?
no, especially the Ubers and the Door Dashers and all that. The delivery.
The scooters.
The regular bikes.
Okay, bicycles.
Regular
Two
bikes
wheels.
and scooters.
Okay.
They asking them to be trained again because
We
for
were
the
never
past
trained
6
the
months-
first time.
Well, you don't need to train them. All you got to do is
What are you
say that they
training them
have to
about?
listen to the traffic.
The traffic laws, right?
They've been getting hit by cars.
Because
and
they
then
run the
blaming
red
cars.
lights and they go on the opposite side of the street like idiots. You know, don't wear helmets. They're going 50 miles per hour. That's an idiot. So, yes, he's doing training for idiots.
Yep.
Fine.
But I understand why they're doing the training, because if they do the training, if
And
they
they
make
get
it,
into
you
an
don't have to take it, but it's there, right? So now if you get in an accident and you try to sue the city, they're gonna be like, "Did you take the training?"
Yeah.
No. Well, you should have took it.
So is it mandatory?
I don't think it's mandatory yet.
Hmm.
But if it's not mandatory, that's what they're gonna use it for. They're gonna use it for you can't sue.
Yeah, they already said they were lowering it to 15 miles per hour, right? And nobody
vehicles.
observes that.
Yeah.
Well, the
So-
bikes and the scooters,
Yeah.
that's slow.
Well, I was like, I have a scooter and it only goes about 12 to 15.
Okay.
The ones that pass 20 is because they
Yeah.
do something to super it. Up,
You
know?
can, but you buy them they go
35.
from 20 to 40, anywhere, well, 20 to 35.
I'm not doing that 35 standing
That's
up.
dangerous.
That standing up one like this, that you do
Yeah,
the 35.
yeah. I'm not a stunt person anyway.
Not with all these potholes. No.
This road,
No,
wait
no.
for them to repave it.
I use the scooter, the scooter.
Yeah.
You know, ever since Raiden was small. But people was like, "Oh, God, you have Raiden in the front of the scooter." And then when I get up, they was like, "Why Raiden can't move?" Because I had him belts
Strapped onto you.
strapped onto me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
That's the
no.
safest thing to do because you have no protection
Yeah.
on a bike or a scooter. You have
Even-
none
even a-
whatsoever, but you're going so fast.
Yep.
That's
Even the
why-
cops see me, and he looked at me. He was like, "I never seen that."
Yeah.
He was like, "I took my
It's not
jacket.
illegal.
I took my jacket, wrapped it around, and tightened him up. You know, with me."
He falls, you fall.
And they was like, "Wow, that was a good idea." I was like,
I see some crazy stuff with parents and kids after school when
Yeah.
it's scooters, and it's like, okay, just walk.
"Just walk." Well, yeah, they do. Oh no, it is. I'm sorry, mandatory.
Okay.
Mandatory training for e-bike delivery workers.
Okay, so you gotta have like a little certificate or
saying
something.
that you did it. So if you don't, if you
Maybe I
get
should
hurt,
do
you can't.
that.
Who are you gonna sue? Because you didn't take the training.
I wouldn't sue anybody anyway if
Well, they-
unless somebody hit me.
Even if they hit them, you know how people don't take initiative. Oh, he hit me.
I shouldn't have been high.
He hit me. He shouldn't be standing there on the red light.
Right. Or they'll try to go when they don't have the right of way. I've seen
Yeah.
that. But the thing with them driving so fast without helmets, you know,
Mm-hmm.
flip-flops. What's
Oh,
the
I've
other
seen
Crocs?
that. I seen that with the Crocs.
You going like 60 miles an hour. You on the what do you call it?
Sidewalks, streets, highways.
You're on the highway. Like, why are you wearing the Crocs? And no helmet. Okay, all right. That's you. You want to risk your life with these crazy people coming from work? Fine. With big SUV?
And the scooters are not even allowed on the highway.
They shouldn't be. But
You're
if
not
you cross in the Bronx, something like that.
Oh yeah, no, but you're not like
yeah,
long
not
distance on the
straight.
highway. Yeah.
Yeah, on and off. That'd be the time where you would get hit. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta be careful. Unless
Yeah.
it happens, nobody's really gonna protect themselves. So.
No. The funny part I see about these scooters, me and Raiden was walking. This guy had the leather jacket, right, Raiden? He had a leather jacket, the pants, and a helmet. The whole biker outfit.
Yeah.
We were like, "Oh snap!" But in my mind, I'm like, I didn't see no bike outside.
Yeah.
So we're going outside. When we come out, he jumping on a scooter. I was like, "What the heck?"
Hey, listen.
Next thing you know is a biker gang member, you know, with the little thing, and then he jumps on that.
I see them
Clink, clink,
doing-
clink, clink.
I see them doing tricks on Mashulu, just like that.
Oh, yeah.
On a scooter, but it's like a scooter isn't really made for wheelies. So
Yeah.
they're good because they do it for a good 30 seconds. You know what I mean? And I'll watch, like, oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, but if you got a
I
biker
never-
outfit and you jumping on, not even the motor scooter.
You talking
I'm talking
that?
about the e-bike thing. If you get
Oh, that, yeah, I've seen that.
if you
They
jumping
get-
on the
They're
e-bike,
all protected.
you need to go
They got
somewhere.
the elbow pads.
You need to go somewhere. You need to go
I've
somewhere.
seen the ones on what do you call
Or
it?
the stand-up scooters.
unicycles.
Yeah, if you on the stand-up scooter and you got a helmet and the biker, the leather jacket and everything, no, come on now. It's enough that it's a regular scooter and
He's
you
going
wearing
fast.
bikers.
Apparently, he's going fast. So.
I don't know where he going. I don't know where he going. And then some of the girls be like, oh, look, he look cute. He got a good motorcycle. No, he
A
don't.
motorcycle?
That's not a motorcycle, man. That's a scooter.
Oh, they don't know bad boys now.
Yeah.
Bad boys now aren't bad boys back in the day.
You know it's that, man? Come on, man.
And a cigarette.
Cigarettes and stuff like that. You don't know. Yo, roll it up with a little cigarette here. One in the ear, the pack on the shoulder.
Hair's unruly.
Yeah, you don't know about those gangs.
He got
man.
one earring.
Come on, man.
You know he's bad.
Bad boys for life. You know what I'm saying?
Bad boys.
You know, the Rough Riders and all of them. You don't know about those. You know what I'm saying?
Man, Rough Riders? Are you kidding me?
Now, what they are? The scooter riders?
I don't know. I was a Rough Rider fanatic when I was a teen.
Yeah, you want to ride those bikes and doing
Rough
this?
Rider.
I know a lot of them personally. You know,
Yeah?
some of the guys from my
DMX's
old school.
crew?
No. Well, I met DMX's uncle with the Rough Riders. We had a party, but what they are now, the scooter riders. Because I don't even really see you see a biker and then he.
I mean, it's at 70.
He holding the stand up scooter, talking about what up, my bro?
Rough Rider.
Watch me roll. And then you walking right next to him talking about what you doing.
Nah, he's got one of those sit-down ones. They look like
I
Cadillacs.
got one of those.
The ones that look like the ones for the disabled I'm talking
Oh,
about.
no.
In Walmart, they look like Cadillacs. He got the basket.
Got the basket and everything.
Yeah. I've seen them so big. I'm like, dude, you can walk. Why is that? The door isn't even wide enough for your bike. It's a bike now.
Yeah.
It's a motorcycle now.
Listen.
I'm gonna get in on it.
I got on one time. I was like, yo, I'm old. I got to get on there. I got hurt. Yeah, I'm this, I'm that. Just to ride around the damn place.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I could have shot faster than that damn motorcycle could go around. I don't know.
Listen, I said some old people try to run me over with those things. So. On the sidewalk.
That's messed up.
True story.
That is messed up.
Like, slow down, man.
All right. Well, listen, get your training when it comes out. Check your local news and check the new laws. I think DMV should have it on their website.
It's like a little online thing.
I don't know if it's online or in person. It's probably like the 5-hour class that they do in the
It
car.
shouldn't be in person because nobody's going to do it.
In other words, y'all screwed up for not listening to traffic.
Just obey the traffic
Stay
law.
on your right and you always will be right. That's all I got to say.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
Stay on your right, you won't be left.
Yeah, we always on the right side here. We're not in Japan and all that.
Yes,
all
in the
places.
United States. Some
So,
people haven't gotten that.
Even
but
walking, people, stay on your right.
No,
because
they don't
when
think
I walk
so.
and they coming towards me, I stay like this.
some guy looked at me last night like I had the problem.
No. Go to the left. Move it. Go down my left side. You'll be okay. That's your right side. You know, going down the stairs, the same
I
thing.
thought
go
it
on my
was a
right.
universal understanding.
It was. But when common sense went down the drain, this went down the drain with it.
So we just all walk in the middle.
Yeah. So anyway, it's one of those weird things. But it is summertime, and I remember,
Not yet.
Yeah, well, spring, summer. But I remember playing.
You say that word, people are going to start getting half naked now.
Yeah, but
It's summer.
they already did. I seen it the other day, and I'm like, it was just 1 degree higher. Like, what was the purpose? But
It's something. It's like a fever. That's what
But-
it is. Music gets louder.
board games. You play board games and all this stuff. In the summertime, family time gets more because the kids are home.
Cookouts. And
Well, I was just being nosy and looked at Monopoly, and I found out Monopoly is a game that you probably never knew it was true.
based on true story.
Some of the rich people used to play Monopoly
That
with their
makes sense.
properties
That
back in
makes
the 1930s.
Are they not still doing it?
Well, they probably do. But Monopoly was actually made in 1903 by a lady named.
That's why that little man has the hat.
Yeah. No, well, check this out. By Lizzie Margie.
Okay.
But nobody knows who the heck she is because she's not written in the Monopoly.
Of course not. She's a woman.
She's not written in the Monopoly because Monopoly is Harrisburg, right? Hasbro. Yeah. So Lizzie's name is nowhere near there. You know why? Because they stole it.
Okay. That sounds about right.
Yeah. She made it in 1903.
Oh yeah, definitely before she was allowed to vote.
Right.
Yeah.
And
They stole it.
and it wasn't called Monopoly. It was called the landlord game. It was called the landlord game. Right?
It's the oldest game in the book, man.
She made it for to show the danger of having many properties in one area.
Right,
So-
a monopoly.
Right.
Of one person
Having
buying
all
up
that.
everything.
So some rich people took it and they started playing the real game. But in 1930, Charles Darwin, who is on the Monopoly, he stole it and he sold it. He sold it to the Parker brothers.
Yeah. Okay.
So
what
he's.
happened to them?
I don't know. No, they changed to Hasbro.
Okay.
Yeah. So in 1930, he played the Quaker version, and he renamed it to Monopoly, and then he sold it to the Parker brothers, claiming he invented it.
And because nobody disputed it. So.
Yeah, because women are not allowed.
No, but she's just a
Black,
little
Spanish,
lady. She didn't know
woman.
what she was doing.
They were dumb. They're not allowed.
Little flapper.
But then the corporation found out, and then they had a corporate cover up. After the game,
Everything comes out.
after the game became a hit.
Yeah.
Parker Brothers found out about Margie and brought her patent from her for $500.
And still, that was. I mean, I'm sure that was a lot of money at that time, but
It was still low.
Still low.
It was still low balling.
Instead of just putting her on there, right?
and
Royalties and.
they paid her $500 and also for her the copyrights to be handed to them, leaving her largely unknown for decades.
Robbery. I didn't know about her till now, so that was a robbery. They robbed her.
So I thought I was the only one robbing in Monopoly when I was the banker. You know what I mean?
No.
Took some money when y'all
now
not
you get
looking.
to see
Now
what it's
y'all
like
not
to be
looking.
Trump.
Yeah, but they really took her and they lowballed her.
Gave her some hush money so she could make a deal.
$500 in the 1900s were probably
Like 100,000.
100,000 maybe.
Yeah.
Right.
Sounds about right.
About 100,000. So that was still lowballing
enough.
a game that is $1 billion game now.
And will continue.
Yes, if they would have gave her the royalties and said, "Hey, we'll put your name back on."
Her legacy, that's her legacy through her family. But
That's
nope.
crazy.
Nope.
But I found that out just being curious and going online.
No, wanting to know about your history.
Yeah, because I was actually looking to see if they had the extra cards because my nieces they lost some of the cards for the Monopoly.
Oh,
So I
yeah.
said, okay, I don't want to buy the whole game. Let me just buy the card.
Probably on eBay.
And then all of a sudden that came out with Monopoly stuff. And then there was another story where people were playing the game real life. You know, like they had their own properties, their real properties. And they were playing like that. So I don't know if that story is true, but this one is. This one is the true story. Hasbro found out.
Even to this day, they make different versions of Monopoly. You know?
Yeah. Even
Disney
though,
Monopoly, Star
but they-
Wars Monopoly.
but the company has to pay them.
Of course.
So.
And they're still racking it in.
And they rack it in while Lizzie only got $500.
And Lizzie's family,
Don't get nothing.
right.
I don't even think her the next
I'd
generation.
be mad today if I was a descendant.
Yeah, the next generation don't
That's
probably
only
even
like,
know.
what, 3-4 generations? So I would be really upset.
Yeah, 1903. You're
Especially
looking
if I'm poor, you know, and I'm trying to make ends meet.
yeah, 1903. It will probably be like the third
There
entering
might
the
be some
fourth.
negotiating to that. What's her last name? Maggie?
Maggie.
Maggie's.
Lizzie Maggie.
Listen, you might have something to fight over.
You can imagine some of the grandkids. My mom invented. No, she didn't. Hasbro did it, and then they find out
Right.
the truth.
Right. They didn't teach us that.
So that's why LDM is here for. We're gonna teach you that.
Good old history.
But yeah, Monopoly was stolen in the 1930s. So cover it up and gave only her $500. That's a disgrace to you guys, Hasbro. You know, Parker Brothers who stole it, brought it from. Well, I can't blame Parker Brothers because they brought it from Charles, and he's the one that stole it from Lizzie.
Yeah.
All he did was change the name around.
Just found out about it.
Yeah, so that's what happens.
That's what happens.
But another thing, again, we're going through the whole Easter type of thing where stories later on found out it wasn't true. This whole segment is about that. So some of these products that you brought wasn't really meant for what we used it for.
Like what?
I'm going to tell you 3 products. Number 3, I'm going to go 3, 2, 1.
Mm-hmm.
So the third one, Listerine.
What was it made for? Is it an antiseptic? For the car or something?
For the floor.
Okay. Oh! And people are swishing it around in their mouth.
It was meant for floor cleaning.
It reminds me of Lysol.
Right. But
Pine Sol.
But people used it, and they were smelling it like, okay, it's meant. So when they
You'll have-
gargled it, they realized it was making their teeth whiter. It was making their breath fresh.
Just don't swallow it.
Just don't swallow a
But
lot of it.
If you are an alcoholic, you will also swallow it. I've heard people
Yes.
swallowing that and what's that other stuff that the
NyQuil.
No. The stuff that they use at the barber shop, the blue stuff.
Oh, I don't know the name of that, but yeah, I know what you're talking
Somebody in my
about.
family did that.
Yeah, but people would know, and the company noticed that people did it, so they just changed their marketing.
So we don't really know.
They lowered down the chemical,
Okay.
so it won't be harmful to you, because the floor one was.
So what is it mostly made of? Alcohol?
Mint, alcohol, and something else where I guess like Colgate or something like clean the make the teeth white and all that
fluoride.
stuff. Fluoride.
Okay. You think
Um,
so?
And then they invented the word,
Halitosis.
the big halitosis word. Once they made that word halitosis on the Listerine, and
So they invented that?
yeah, it was not a word.
It's not a scientific word.
It was not a word yet. They just said.
So now it is.
Now it's a word. Now it means.
What?
It means your
How do you do
bad
that?
breath. But
So
that's how they sold
It's
it.
not a medical term.
They sold it by saying halitosis, Listerine is good for that. People were like, "What the heck is halitosis?"
Oh, my
that stuff in
God.
your
So I
breath.
should just, if I want to sell stuff, I should just start inventing.
Make a word
Diseases.
that sounds good. So the word halitosis convinced everyone that they needed Listerine.
What the?
And
You just-
Listerine became famous.
You just warped my brain.
Which today, Listerine is good after you use your toothpaste and then you use Listerine.
Yeah.
You're good
Clean
to go.
the rest of your mouth,
Yeah.
but
Listerine, well, my mother used to say the Listerine is more for the tongue,
right.
things like
the
that.
parts you can't really
Right,
brush.
and you can't really get. But that's how Listerine became very, very famous, by that one word and by listening to their
That
customers.
is the most propaganda gimmick I've ever. Like I thought Mad Men was good. Like, but this advertising, that's
That was a
on
heck
some
of
other
advertising.
level. Like
That's a heck
let
of
me just
advertising.
invent a problem.
That's a heck of a thing. So
I'm speechless.
number 2, what the kids play with, Play-Doh. You know, you do that little Play-Doh and you make
Play-Doh
it.
brand Play-Doh.
Oh yes, the
That
Play-Doh.
gets stuck in the carpet.
Yeah.
I like the smell of it.
Yeah, you know, you play with it and you make a little doll or you
It
know,
dries
little-
up and gets hard.
Yeah, it gets hard in there. Well, it wasn't meant for kids.
Was it
Never
meant
did.
For sealant.
It was meant for wallpaper cleaning. Because back in the days, they had a lot of chimneys.
Yeah.
So the coal and everything from the chimney used to get on the wall, on the wallpaper. Because they didn't have paint. They used to use wallpapers back in the day.
Right.
So they used this Play-Doh to wipe it on the wall, and it takes out all the gook,
The glue.
you know, from all that dust and everything from the wallpaper.
But we can play with it. It's
teachers-
safe enough.
Started playing with it as kids, showing them like a model and things
Okay.
like this. So the kids started playing it and mushing it around.
Yeah, feels
that
good.
Play-Doh said, "Wait a minute, we can make more money by putting it as a toy."
Yeah, that's smart.
And so they took it off the market for the wall, and they called it a toy.
Yeah.
And Play-Doh became
Definitely made more
famous.
money that way.
Yes, and then they added more, a little bit more chemicals to keep it smushy, versus so when you're using Play-Doh, it's not gonna peel your skin off or nothing like that.
So they just abandoned that whole experiment with the wall.
Yep,
Okay.
they sold it like to companies,
Yeah.
like hotels and stuff. But then they noticed they were selling, the teachers were buying them more for their kids, so
Very
they marked it as a toy, and Play-Doh became a big issue.
Look at that.
So thank you for the teachers to teach this company that they were doing it wrong.
Reusing, repurpose, recycle.
Yes. So, and the number one that I have here that people probably knew but didn't really know. WD-40.
Good old
WD-40.
WD-40. What is it made for? I can
Well,
imagine.
WD-40 was made for the nuclear bomb. It wasn't
Smells
made.
like it.
It wasn't made for what we're using it for.
Okay.
It was made for nuclear bombs because it stays there for so long.
Mm-hmm.
They don't use it all the time. So it stays there. They used to use this WD-40 to knock out the rust.
Okay. Lubricate.
So it was only for the military. But staff members started taking it and taking it to
home.
their homes for their little doors that got rusted and
Yeah,
all that.
Squeaks and.
So when WD-40 company found out, they was like, wait a minute, we can sell it more to the people out there than just selling it to the military. Because the military only buys it one time.
Right.
And that's a big pallet.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
it. They're not really making
You're not
that.
making sales.
So they found out, they started selling it, they changed their name to WD-40, and the rest is history. So now everybody uses it for their rusty stuff.
The rest is history, isn't it?
So it wasn't really made for, there's going to be some more. Maybe down the line I'll look for some more. But it's interesting how much I seen that wasn't
Indeed.
really meant for what
Yeah.
we use it for.
Yeah.
And that's crazy.
I mean, as long as it works, right?
Hey, sometimes you invent something and then you realize, wait, it could probably be
Yeah.
better this way.
Right.
And you make more money. So,
The back scratcher.
yeah.
The
Some-
hanger becomes the back scratcher.
Yeah. Some people who open up a store, like I'm gonna open up a barbershop, and then they realized when people started coming in, they wanted more of their little item that they had in the front, and now the whole store is about that item. They
Right.
took the barbershops off.
Yeah.
There's stuff like that happens.
Selling hats or something.
Yeah, they buying that more than they doing this, so let's change the store into that. So listen to your consumers. That's basically this whole story of these three items.
Yeah, that's smart marketing, smart.
Yeah. No, the biggest one was the Listerine.
Oh yeah.
The biggest
yeah,
one for
yeah,
me
yeah.
was like, what?
Because, like I said, how do you invent a problem? I mean, that's the perfect way. We don't have a problem. Let's make one.
Mm-hmm. And then
And tell everybody. But you knew that people's breath stunk. I'm sure.
well,
that,
back in those days, they
you
didn't
know,
have
germs
that.
and
Yeah, they
decayed
didn't have the
teeth.
thing like that.
So it stunk even more than it would now.
You know what it was? It was someone that smelled it. It smells minty type, and then it went.
You smell good. I want to kiss you now.
And then drank it, and exactly. Then the one girl, oh, yo, that girl kissed him because he's mentally. What you use? I use this thing right here. What's this? I don't know. And then they started, and then went
My
down
mom
and down
cleaned
and
the
down.
floor with it. And,
You know. Hey, you got any more of that floor cleaner?
no, we got Fabuloso though.
Yeah, right. And then all of a sudden, the floor cleaner became a mouth cleaner.
Oh,
So-
we made a new Fabuloso drink.
There you go. Now you know how Listerine
It
was
was
born.
born.
The rest was just copying off of Listerine, like NyQuil and all of them. Of course. Yeah. I'm not NyQuil. What was the other one? Scope.
Scope?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They were just copying off.
I mean, Scope doesn't burn as much as Listerine, does it?
Yeah. So.
So there's your proof.
Yeah. Listen. Well, also, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to some of the stuff that we seen or we do that was never meant for what we do now.
That's interesting.
So, let's get to the first one, baby showers.
What was it for?
You know, we do baby showers.
Yeah.
And right now, they do baby showers before the baby is born.
Right.
Back in the days, baby shower was not for that. It was more darker. Believe it or
Please
not.
enlighten me. And when did this start?
Baby showers back in the 1900s
Okay.
were done after the baby was born. And they gave gifts to the baby, and they gave statues, crosses, and everything to keep the demons away from the kids.
All right.
The gifts were meant for the spirits,
Okay.
not for the kids.
An offering.
Right. It was an offering to leave the kids
They weren't
alone.
never supposed to use them.
Right.
Okay.
So it was like offering for protection through the gifts. Charms, prayers.
Yeah.
So they used to gather around because they didn't realize why the babies were dying. Because remember, they didn't really have knowledge
Mortality
of
rate was
birth,
high, yeah.
how to really push.
Even now, babies will die. Or
Yeah.
Women will die.
But at least now we know more or less that they died because of the cribs. They died
They
because,
know why.
Right. But before they were just dying, and it was like, why?
Yeah.
They thought it was spirits coming to get them.
Right.
So they used charms, baby.
Well, that was the way for a lot of medical things, long, thousands of years ago. We don't have an explanation for germs or anything like that. So, but what we do have is worship. We have religion type of thing. We have spirituality. So,
The prayers to the gods.
Right.
The volcano erupted because you said that.
So
I told you don't say
the
that.
plague came because you're all sinning, and that's what they really thought.
Well, they actually were giving baby gifts to the demons to tell them, we believe in your baby, so don't take ours.
Yeah, like sacrifices.
That's why. But then they started, little by little, doing the baby showers before the baby came out.
As the mortality rate.
Right. They started realizing, well, if we give the gift for the baby, they'll let my baby survive. So that's what really baby showers about. Now they don't do it like that. They just do baby showers because they want to show off. They want to show off and they want gifts. It wasn't all about gifts. It was about protecting that child.
That's good. That's good that you say that.
So
maybe you should go back to that.
yeah. Now you got to use the baby shower to warn off the evil, but it's your family.
Womp womp.
Right? So, but anyway, that was what that was for. Funeral flowers.
What's that for?
Funeral flowers was not what it's meant here. We give flowers for the beauty.
Is it like a spiritual thing too?
Yeah, I can say half of the stuff now people just give to show off. Oh, you seen the flower, that big one?
Those flowers are expensive.
I gave that big one right there.
Yeah. So is it like to ward off spirits?
But yeah, no, it wasn't even the ward of spirits. Back in before 1902, I think it is, or 19 something. I didn't write it down, but I remember the 19. Okay. They didn't embalm the people.
Right.
So when they had them in the coffins, it was there,
stinks.
Like it stank. So they used the flowers and everything to block out the smell.
That's what they
That's
did
what the
a lot
flowers
of
were
the
for.
time.
It wasn't for no blessings, but it was also for them to go to the next life with something beautiful. It had nothing to do with, let me just spread the joy and this is how I do it. No, it was actually meant for the smell because families were not coming to see the family because it was smelling bad. So you can imagine in the Western days when they were shooting out and they shot them and they die and stuff, throw them in the box.
Throw them in the box or bury them deep enough so that animals can't get to
Well,
them.
that's why they buried them 6 feet under because the smell won't come through 6 feet and the animals can't go down.
Yeah, your rodents and things.
So 6 feet was the
standard.
Even though people was like, oh, 6 is like the 666 number. That's why they did 6.
No, because they didn't want to do 7.
Yeah. After 4 or 5, they were like, you know what? One more foot. That's it.
I mean, the average person was how tall?
6.
Less than 6 feet.
Right.
So 6 was fine.
I'm going to dig you 6 feet down. I ain't going 7 because my arm is tired. You know what I'm saying? You got to remember, they had to dig. There was no crane digging for them. They were digging. So, they dig down enough that they knew the smell wasn't going to come up.
Can you imagine? Yeah, digging that hard frozen dirt.
Now, what made them feel, to me, I want to look this up probably. What was the sweet spot that it had to be 6? Like 5, you could still smell them?
I don't know, because they did it horizontally, right? So.
Well, they did it 6 this way and 6 down. So I'm like, but why 6 down? Like, did someone bury somebody 3 feet and say, I can still smell them?
Or maybe
kept going down?
maybe the ground eroded and their body rose up or something.
Yeah, it could be.
Or the
like
animals
a
got
dice,
to it.
Like a polka dice, they all came up.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm going to look that up and talk about that.
I feel like it's because of the decomp.
But
that's the animals getting to it.
But that's the real reason for the flowers. It was more for
flowers for the dead.
Yeah. It was really for the smell and everything.
Mask that smell.
So if you're going to give flowers, no matter how much you spend on the flowers, I don't know why they be putting the name farewell and all this. They don't take it with them.
They're going to die.
They don't take the flowers.
The flowers are going to be dead right after that.
And the whole thing of throwing the flowers in the grave too, it was the same thing. They were hoping that the smell won't come up. So that's where the whole tradition of throwing the flower in the grave, it wasn't for them. It was, here, don't be smelling my yard. Take that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, because you would bury somebody
in the yard.
on your property. So, you don't want animals or
They be like, yo, pops, I'm burying you.
Smell.
I'm burying you next to mom, but yeah, here, take some flowers, bro. Don't be
Right,
smelling
every
my
time you
yard.
go out to use the bathroom or whatever.
Yep.
Daddy. Oh.
Yeah. That ain't my dad. I put some flowers down there.
His hand sticking up.
But those were the reason for the flowers and all that.
Good to know.
The other thing, makeup. Everyone puts makeup now.
Was it for theater, right?
No.
What?
It was actually, again, back in the days, makeup was for enemies, and they used them for war
Yes, more
and
paint.
to mimic gods.
Mhm.
Like, the sun god. I'm going to wear this makeup for the sun god. For war, I'm going to put this battle paint. That's why it's called battle paint.
So at what point did women started using it to
1940, I think it was, or 1930, they started putting light.
Really that early? I mean that late?
That late. If you look at a lot of the 1920s, 1910s, they
What?
basically didn't have, and because the makeup back in the days had chemicals.
Poisons,
What was
yeah,
that
yeah,
chemical?
yeah.
That had,
Radiation and
yeah, it
shit
was like a
that.
radiation.
Yeah, all types of stuff going on.
The
They
lipstick
had
was made
they
by
made their face
whales.
pale. They had acid. Queen Elizabeth's face was messed up. But what, like, didn't the Egyptians have like a little bit of?
Well,
you
the
know, back
Egyptians,
then, the
because
Romans.
the Egyptians made the eyeliners
Mm-hmm.
very famous because they were mimicking gods.
Okay.
And then they put the powder for protection of the sun. It was not really to make themselves enhance. It
Gotcha.
was, remember, they were in the desert,
Yeah.
so they used the powder to protect them from their sun. But people thought it was makeup.
Yeah, makeup was very dangerous when it first.
Yeah, it
came
had
out.
like a lot of toxic stuff. A lot. When I
Yeah.
found out the lipsticks were made by whale fat, I was like, what? Back in the days?
If
Like,
you're lucky, it's made by some part of an animal. But there were so many different
Lead.
types of. There's a lot of lead and
there was a-
everything.
So,
Radiation.
Yeah.
People's jaws falling off.
but they actually said pale skin women were more people more talk to them because
Yes.
they were felt like they were rich.
It was
because-
alluring to be pale, fair skinned. It was alluring.
Yeah.
Guys used to want women who were very pale and fair.
Well, they without the makeup, if they were pale, the guys liked them because they thought they were rich because
Right.
that means they were not working outside in
Right.
the sun.
But then also
They stood indoors a
Right.
lot.
That meant that they were dainty and delicate.
Yes,
They
they were.
looked like they were gonna pass out, with their corset. So
But like, wait, you don't got no color?
Right.
That means you're rich and you don't have to work?
The belladonna that they put in their eyes to make
It's the same thing like back in the days. The fatter you were, the more attractive because they thought you were rich because
Right.
you got a lot of food.
Your bones and
They were like, wait, you got a lot of food? You can eat like this? This girl's rich. I'm
Right.
going out with her.
Right.
Same thing with the pale. If you don't like
You don't work in the field.
so, but nowadays, if you come out and you look pale, you probably just came out of jail. That's what it was. You were in jail so long, you don't get no sun.
You're vitamin D deficient.
Now I know somebody be like, I was in jail for 20 years and I got color. No, you were in prison. That's two different things. I'm talking about jail. Jail don't see no sunlight.
No, they don't go outside.
It's a
in the
building.
county.
It's a building, so they don't get no sunlight. Your guys get sunlight. So big difference. But makeup was for that. It was really for like war. Even the army, they be like, get ready with your war
I missed
paint.
that. Yeah.
Remember your war paint.
We call it
Boom.
camo. We call
Right.
it camo.
And it was a big block too.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was that big block. You put it like that.
Yep.
So that didn't change. That big block has been there for years, probably since that.
Football. Now, what's the idea behind that?
Oh, it's the reflection. If you put the black, they can't really see your eyes the way you look because it all looks the same.
Really?
So they don't see when you're doing this to look to see where the football's at.
Wow.
So they used to put that under their eye, and then plus the reflection of the sun. They said
It reflects the sun?
No, it didn't burn them here.
Okay.
'Cause you know when you get burned here, it hurts.
Yeah.
And it looks mean. And it looks
looks cool.
meaner.
It looks
looks
cool.
meaner. But the war paint, they used to use it differently.
Definitely, our native
Yeah.
ancestors.
I
war
think
paint.
the Vikings and the natives were known for
Asians
makeup
too.
war
Asians too.
makeup. Well, Asians wore it
Depending on where.
to scare off the enemies because they wore the white, looking like spirits,
Well, it depends
looking
on.
like ghosts.
It depends on where. So,
Right.
like, if you're talking about like from way far east, then yeah. But
Right.
if you're talking about like Middle East, like, I think it was more to like the other ones, like to emulate
the
their
gods and all that. Yeah,
But it's just
because like Asians used to wear it to mimic the female. Like they used to wear the white
theater?
For the theater. So makeup was not what we use it for now. Makeup was back in the days meant for a reason. Now the only reason it's meant for is to hide your ugly ass face.
It is.
You know
now,
what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
But now it's out of control.
Now because they're
beyond
going over.
makeup.
They're going overboard.
It's beyond makeup now.
They're going overboard.
But it's still deadly. You know, we still put
No. Some of the girls do. Y'all look real good when y'all wear makeup, but that's the problem. It's when y'all wear makeup. What happens when you take it off?
It's a lie. That's what happens.
That's when I sue them for false advertising.
The day that starts happening, it's going to be a whole change. No more filters.
Hey, Charles Aloma sues a girl for false advertising. Why? Because
It's not you.
She looked like this, Your Honor, and then when I talked to her late at night, she looked like this.
Late at night
You know
with
what
the
I'm saying?
lights off.
The man, remember that he wanted the divorce because he said she didn't look like that after the shower?
They had an understanding.
Oh, yeah, the baby was ugly because she had plastic surgery. Yeah, the baby had plastic surgery. Not the baby. I'm sorry. She had plastic surgery. Looked totally different.
Was she
looked
really
like
ugly like
she
that?
looked
So this is one case where
beautiful.
plastic surgery made somebody look outstanding.
plastic surgery and makeup.
And
made
makeup.
her look gorgeous. Had the baby was mad ugly.
That's wild. So her family was just...
Yeah. And then they look, and they... See, this is what happens. Look at the family members. Look at the mother. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, look at them, because that's how she's going to look.
Look at the father.
That's how he's going to look.
He didn't look at the family.
He didn't. He never met them. That's what happens when you move too fast.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
It's when that sang, you know, hits it real
She's
good.
beautiful.
She was like, she gave me that sang. That thing was good.
Man. See, like that's a dilemma, and it's a realistic dilemma. It's funny, but it's not funny because, you know, what if you do have a contract like that where I have to look good, you have to make money, and on that basis you find out you don't really look good.
Yeah.
Or you find out you don't really have money. Like that pissed people off.
Yeah. So
I
just
would sue too.
so just remember that makeup.
Look at my son.
Right?
He's drooling.
Who changed my kid in the hospital? Who changed
This
my
is not my son.
So, but overall, makeup was never made for what it is now. You know,
To hide.
it was for theater, for war, for
To conceal.
Yeah, to show your love for the gods and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So.
Kind of like play a role.
Right, and then they used the makeup and the dancing and everything because they wanted to make sure and make the gods happy, you know, because they thought the volcano erupted because they did something wrong. Nobody knew that was just nature.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they should have prayed to Mother Nature and not to the other people.
To this day, do we know?
Yeah, you know, the rain. Remember the rain dance? Let's make it rain.
Yeah.
You know, nowadays they be like, let's make it rain. It's two different things.
Different type of rain.
Yeah, it's two different rains.
Different type of drought.
Yeah. But
You know?
let's get to ear piercing. So earrings was not meant for what we have now.
Tribal, right?
It was tribal. Earrings were
Tattoos. You know?
Earrings were an ancient time. Piercing was used to identify slaves, warriors, and especially tribes.
That's sad.
So depending on what earring you wore, they knew what
Right.
you were. If you wore a certain earring, they
Like
knew
a brand.
You were a slave. You were a tribe. Each tribe.
I'd rather
had
wear an
different-
earring than get burnt. So
Yeah. But then some cultures used to use a lot of, where you see a lot of people with all these earrings?
Yeah.
That really,
hoops, all the hoops.
like from here to the top all the way to the bottom. That came from the 1800s on tribes used to do that because they used to lock their ears because they were scared the spirits would go through their ears.
Oh wow.
And the earrings would block them.
Okay.
That's what they thought.
That's pretty deep.
Who's to say no
Right.
when I guess someone did it and they didn't get sick?
Right.
They said, you see,
I
I
mean,
wore the
some
earrings and I
people-
didn't get sick.
Right. Some people would say just because you believe in that you didn't get sick. So I mean that's how it works.
The brain plays a powerful.
It's your brain.
Brain
you
play
know?
powerful. If you believe
Or
that
you
that
feel, I need this lucky damn rabbit's foot.
you know that it's funny you say that because people probably right now are saying that's stupid. But
No,
those are
everybody-
the same people that say, "Where's my lucky sock? I'm
Right,
going to go play a
right.
baseball game."
Oh, I gotta pray around this.
Yep. It's the same thing.
Fire truck.
They thought it.
Everybody's got a little superstition. Don't spread that pole. Don't split it. You know.
Oh, you just walk under the ladder. There
All
you go.
right.
So you
don't open that umbrella. Everybody's got a little thing where they feel like that's why this happened. But that's why something good happened.
So that's why they wore all those earrings around, because they thought they were
believed in it.
stopping the spirits from going.
Nothing bad happened. You know, if it's protecting you, why not? It's not hurting you.
It's not hurting you. But the other reason that I didn't know was it was marking the slaves and the tribes and I was like, wow.
Yeah.
And the warriors.
Yeah.
The warriors wore the certain earrings.
Mm-hmm.
And to this day, the little round hoops and some African tribes, if you have a small one, that means you're just starting. Then it gets the big one. Now people are wearing the big one because they think
You talking about the gauges?
Yeah, they're like, oh, because it looks good.
No, you got to stretch it out.
But they never knew that
The
was a
significance of
tribal.
where see, if people don't know by now that tattoos, and piercings originate from tribal all around the world. Like that's something that people who wear tattoos and piercings should know.
Yeah, because tattoos back in the days were for two reasons: one for tribal, and two for branding. They used to brand the people with their tattoo. So when they look at their logo, oh, that belongs to Charles.
Yeah.
He belongs to Lydia. You know, what are you doing down
Auschwitz,
here?
yeah.
You know, so they all have markings of their masters. So slaves all around. And I'm not talking about just blacks.
You're not talking about Atlantic slave. You're talking
I'm
about
talking about the world.
historically.
Yeah, the whole world, whoever had slaves.
Right. This is my stock, and that's my stock. How are you going to differentiate?
And you know who still uses that tattoos? Chinese. Look for their females. For any of their females that are
For slaves? For
prostitutes,
Really?
things like that. If you notice, Japan and Chinese females, even Thailand, I think probably the whole Asian thing, when they take off their shirts and they got tattoos in their backs, they are brought by the mafia person. They have a full.
It's funny you say that.
body.
I was watching Hostel Part 2 last night, and they all had this tattoo. They couldn't leave unless they killed somebody in that kill club. So they all
And then they had tattoos, and then the females have tattoos in the backs because they were from someone. So it depends on how that dragon is.
Because if you see somebody with that tattoo, you know that's your homie. You've been through the same thing, right?
Exactly.
Like we in the same club.
So if you know, if you ever meet a girl and says my life was bad, was tough, I made it out the world, and then you finally get to sleep with her, and then you see her back tattooed, you know she was slaved, she was a prostitute, she was something.
Somebody's property.
Yep.
Yakuza, they are also.
Yakuza had to have from the sleeve on up for you to be part of their group. I think they started with the back.
Sleeve and ankles.
I think they started with the back
And then
first,
just work their
and then
way around.
as you graduate, you
go up the ranks.
But the sumos do it. The Samoans, they do it. But they don't do it for you to kill.
No,
But
it's tribal.
If you go higher and higher in the ranks, you get the whole sleeve. So now I be seeing people with a sleeve tattoo.
Didn't earn it.
You didn't earn it.
I mean, Jason Momoa didn't earn it either.
Yeah. But he's half Samoan. He thought he could.
Yeah, he feels like
He know the Rock.
He's got the right. You
Yeah.
know, the Rock too. You
No,
know?
the Rock owned it.
He earned it?
Yeah.
What did he do for it?
One of the tribal chiefs made him a chief. He's a chief of the
that's
Samoans.
nice.
And you see them going,
Yeah.
but he
The
didn't
old
get
school.
he didn't get that the machine. He got the guy,
The old Pope.
and you see him going because they were really
Slow.
Yeah. So his tattoos were earned.
Okay, that's good to know.
But the other ones, a lot of the Samoans from the wrestling had to earn their tattoos.
They should.
That's why in the beginning.
I mean, because it don't mean nothing, you know, now, but they're making it so that it still means something. It's, you know.
Rhea, what's the age of that lady from the Philippines? The oldest tattoo lady? 103.
She's a tattooist?
She's one of the original ones, and then there's a guy that's Samoan. That's the original, the two original ones in the world. That still does the.
Yeah.
Like the one that the Rock got. That was the guy. Yeah, that guy that gave Rock the tattoo. That when he became chief, right? Chief of his group. He was one of the oldest person out there
To give it to him.
give it. And
See, that's what it's about.
you can train someone to do it, but for some reason, those two, they still have the old mindset.
Yeah.
Like they know how to poke, they know how to move.
Because that's their ancestors. working through them.
Even
You
though
know
they
what I
taught
mean?
other
Like,
people how to do it.
That's their ancestors working through them.
But if you ever want to get that tattoo and you ever want to hire them, you better wait 3 to 4 years. They are so, and they don't do it to everybody. They
They shouldn't.
They don't.
Everybody doesn't deserve that.
No. There's certain tattoos they would not do.
Vikings had tattoos.
Yeah. Well, Vikings tattoos, I read about it. Their tattoos were mostly from when you become a boy and you do your first kill and stuff. You start
Ceremonial,
getting
yeah.
You start getting tattoos.
Like
it wasn't just all nilly-willy because I want to
you-
look good.
No, you've gotten past this stage. You've gotten past this stage. You know, now you're of this elite. You know,
So these things all mean something.
they should mean something. You know,
So it's not just, let me throw it all in there. You know what I mean?
I mean, even if you got a Betty Boop tattoo, it should mean something to you, right? It should mean something, not
Well-
just marking your body and.
Well, nowadays people just mark their body. Like I know all my uncles and my fathers and all that.
got
They
some
all
old
have
school tattoos.
they have the military tattoo here.
It's just one.
It's that one tattoo.
Yeah.
If you see it, I've seen them many times where they're green.
Yeah, because men couldn't have tattoos here.
Nope.
To this day, you still get scrutinized. You trying to go work at somebody's office or something and wear a collar if you got tattoos here. So I
Yep.
don't want you to cover it up.
Back in the armies from World War I and stuff.
Just the bicep.
You really wasn't allowed to have tattoos, and then the only tattoos that they normally used to get
Like
was
Navy ones.
The Navy used to get it on their forearm,
Marines.
I'm sorry, on their shoulder or on their forearm.
Right. The little
The-
skulls.
I know the Navy's got it here, right? The Navy's got it here. The Armies used to get it here. Special Forces, I think, got it on the sides of any shoulder side.
That was the
But-
basic spot for
And
a
then,
tattoo.
and the Navy's also got it on the calf. Some of them got it on the
The
calf.
little anchor.
Right, the little anchor, exactly. But it was because they were marked for that.
Yeah.
I'm a Navy person.
Yeah.
Boom, I'm gonna get that.
Right.
Nowadays, people just nilly-willy put
That's a
anything.
significant
Oh,
part,
I
you know?
love this little bird. Put it here.
A butterfly.
Got nothing to do with what Oh, I seen this guy with a tattoo. I'd like that one. No.
But that's how it is about the face. More importantly, there's no sense of
Well, there was
ownership and respect for the face.
there was a girl crying because nobody wanted to hire her, but she had all tattoos all over her face.
But what does she want to do?
Nothing, because the only thing you can do is a tattoo
Right,
artist.
that's what you
the
do.
only thing you can be is a tattoo artist.
So she was trying to do something else.
Or the characters on the Broadwalk. That's the only thing you could
like
do.
Times Square.
Yeah, the little boardwalk where they had the bearded man and the little
Oh,
horses
no.
and the man with the amazing tattoos.
Yeah,
That's
the
the only
freak
thing.
show.
Yeah, the freak shows.
Well, yeah.
Don't blame no one that doesn't want to hire you. You did it to yourself.
I'm hoping that just like tattoos have become normalized, that doesn't become that part. Just still becomes sacred.
That's a sacred thing. It's like
one maybe a teardrop, maybe, but even then, it's just like that's your
even
face.
the teardrop meant something.
Yeah, you still.
You see a teardrop, you already knew what it meant.
You killed somebody.
Now they just want to.
I
put it because
lost
it looks
somebody.
nice.
No, that ain't what it's supposed
No,
to be.
no, it's not.
My mom died. No.
You lost somebody. You better put a black ribbon around around your arm.
Yeah, anybody could wear that.
Yeah, but the teardrop was meant for that reason.
Man.
The Army Special Forces with the eagle, that was meant for something.
That's right, eagle.
From War I, II, and I think Korea.
Freedom.
I think it was Korean, right?
Yeah.
That had the eagle tattoos.
The eagle represents freedom.
So different what tattoos meant from what tattoos mean now. But tattoos back in the days, that's what it was. It was markings for slaveries and
something.
all that.
Yeah.
The last one is ties, the neckties. It was not meant to look elegant or nothing like that.
What was it for?
No.
To strangle you guys?
No, it was actually, the ties were actually bigger.
To carry your man away?
It was actually bigger, and it was meant for military. The military used to wear big ties because in case their shirt rips, they can,
This
use
had to
it.
be the
And it was
1900s,
also,
right?
yeah, it was 1860s to the 19s.
Okay, so right before World War I.
Right. And in case they get hurt, they can always take it off and wrap it around themselves. That's why they had them.
So it's for like a tourniquet.
Right.
Ah.
So that's why the
So
ties.
it looks like a little,
but it looked
like a
elegant
scarf.
with their thing, but it was actually a weapon
Wow.
to strangle. It was actually to in case they get hurt, they can use it.
Yeah.
Arms can use it,
Yeah.
and if their
Sling.
clothes rip, they can use it as a blanket, stuff like that. So that's why it was big. And then they also used it for slavery.
How? Like a chain?
Yeah. It was meant mercenaries used it in the it was 17s to the 19s, sorry. 17th century to the 19s. They wore it as a military uniform, and then they hold it to for tall shirts and to protect their wounds and stuff like that.
Okay.
And then what I was reading is the slaves wore it for them.
This was like all around the world, or
Right,
Atlantic?
all around the
Okay.
world, the armies, they used to give it to their slaves, and they wore it like they were a closet, basically.
Okay.
Like they wore it on, okay, I need my new one. Okay, here you go. You
Oh,
know what I mean?
wow. Okay.
So that's how you knew, but militaries used to use it for that reason.
Like a caddy type of.
Yeah, so I don't know if every military picked it up, but they said most militaries
And then
in
they
the 1700s.
stopped doing it.
And then they just stopped. Who wants that big ass?
This is fashionable now.
So in the late 18s to the 19s, they
Because that's
they
when I
shrunk
see,
it down,
you see 'em.
and they started making the bow ties and the tie. So that's where it
I
came
thought
from.
it looked very nice, but I know that it was stuffy for the guys,
Yeah.
and
But it was only meant for
it
the
was like
elite, for the elite clubs.
right. Only certain people could wear certain colors
That
and
big tie, that big fat tie, and the bow tie was only
and the
meant
hat.
for elite people.
Yeah.
So, yeah, of course, the top hat
the
with the little cane. So, looking like a Monopoly.
Yeah. Monopoly man, here we go.
So,
Here we go.
But that's what it was meant for.
Yeah.
So, listen,
very
we hope
interesting.
that today you learned something.
I did.
I just picked these up because I was like, okay, Easter.
Thank you, Mr. Laloma.
Easter, there's a lot of stories on Easter. You can't eat this, you can't eat that. I had a lot of battles with people like,
Really?
show me where it says that. It don't say that.
Fish only.
It don't say none of that. It doesn't say none of that on the Bible.
Wine
none of that in the-
only.
You know what I'm saying? So, but, like in centuries, people changed it.
Yeah.
That's where it came
It's
from.
interesting how people repurpose and change things.
Right. So all these that I told you today were changed from the original to what it is.
This is why I love history, because there's a reason for
this
everything.
history. I like these when they tell the true history. Like, oh, okay, so that's where it came
Where
about.
things come from, because you don't know where you're going if you don't know where you came from.
Exactly. But we know where we're going.
Where we going?
We're going to the ending of this show.
That's right.
So we have to say
goodbye.
Bye.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yes, and then check us out right after this because we ran out of time. Rodney was supposed to come and tell our history. Do we got 2 minutes, 3 minutes? Okay, we got a little time. We're leaving, but we'll see you next week. But here's Rodney with some more history.
Check it out.
Yeah, we good.
Hey,
forgot about
it's
that. We
your
got-
main man Rodney here to tell you about history today, April the 9th. Well, first of all, 1667, it was the first public art exhibition in Paris at the Palais Royal. That sounds kind of fancy, don't it? Well, in 1865, Robert E. Lee, the general of the Confederate Army, he surrenders to the Union and the North. I guess that's how we got started up here. 1947, the first Freedom Ride sets out from D.C. Now, for those of you who don't know, there were 16 black and white activists on the bus ride through the American South. They were riding for 2 weeks. This was a very important precursor to the Freedom Rides of the 1960s. There's always something that comes before that. In 1959, there was the 13th NBA championship. The Boston Celtics sweep Minneapolis Lakers in 4 games. First of Boston Celtics record, 8 straight titles. Now that's some green magic right there. That little leprechaun working his magic. Now also in 1959, NASA introduces America's first astronauts. There were 7 men, all military test pilots, carefully selected from a group of 32 candidates to take part in Project Mercury. That was America's first manned space program. A couple years later, on April 9th, 1962, we have a Puerto Rican actress, Rita Moreno. She becomes the first Hispanic woman to win an Oscar. This was for her role of Anita in West Side Story in 1961. Now, Rita was born in Puerto Rico in 1931, but she grew up in Long Island, New York. She began her acting at a young age, 13, landing her first Broadway role. Now that's a fine-ass Puerto Rican woman right there. More recently, in 2012, The Lion King becomes the highest-grossing Broadway show, overtaking The Phantom of the Opera. Not only that, but also in 2012, salsa artist Mark Anthony, at 42, he files for divorce from pop star and actress Jennifer Lopez, who is age 43. Now, apparently this was due to irreconcilable differences after 7 years of marriage, which was finalized in 2014. And you know what they say, that 7-year itch. But they still love each other. Look at them now. They got that forever love. Last but not least, we got a few birthdays. Paul Robeson, theatrical pioneer and civil rights activist. He lived from 1898 all the way up until 1976. Dennis Quaid, he turned 72 years old today. Florence Price, who was the first African-American female composer. She lived from 1888 to 1953. Kristen Stewart, from Twilight, she turns 36. Looks a little bit older. Dakota Fanning's little sister, Elle, she's a cutie. She turns 28. Now that's about it for today, April 9th. Giving you a history today. This is your main man, Rodney. Stay safe and be well. And stay away from them jive-ass turkeys.
Step into the light where the stories glow, the laughter's high and the vibes just flow. Community heartbeats, we're here to show. This is the rhythm of the LDM show. We bring the new